If you want to start making money as a seller on Amazon and you are just getting into it, you need to know the 4 different routes that you can take as a seller and which one is best for you. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the 4 different ways that you can use to make money on Amazon and which one is best for you. By the end of this video, you will know the key differences between them and which one is the best fit for you to get started with. So the very first way that a lot of people get started with selling on Amazon is actually called arbitrage. Now, arbitrage is when you are simply buying something from one place or location or store and selling it at a different place for higher money. So you would essentially be making the profit between the 2 different price points. So if you were to buy something from Walmart, for example, at $5 and sell it at Amazon for $15, then you would make the spread between them. Now, there are different fees and things that can come out from that, but what I want to talk about are the 3 different ways with arbitrage that you can get started selling right now. Now, the first way is retail arbitrage. The second way is online arbitrage. And then the third one is one that I've coined for the last couple of years called hybrid arbitrage. Now, retail arbitrage is simply buying things from a physical store location at your local area. And online arbitrage would be buying something online. And hybrid arbitrage is using a service or something like Instacart or Shipt or Deliver, where you can have somebody else buy products from a local store for you, but you are the one making the purchases online, and they just go simply buy the products for you and bring them to your location or to a prep center. Now, what's great about the arbitrage opportunity and why I believe it's so important and is the best place for people to get started with selling on Amazon is because it is a low-hanging fruit opportunity. You can go out there to stores, you can go online, you can work from home. It is a great place to start because you can buy 2, 3, 4 products at a few dollars a piece and you can send them into Amazon. You're able to get started with the Amazon opportunity while also learning the basics of the platform, learning how to prep and ship products, learning what consumers are buying on Amazon, and learning so much more about what makes a listing work. So then as you grow in your Amazon arbitrage experience, you're able to then apply it to other methods that we're going to talk about in this video. Now, once you've gotten started with arbitrage and you've really begun to learn the process of what's selling on Amazon, what's selling best for you in your own account, and how the whole Amazon platform works, that's when I recommend checking out the method of selling called branded bundles. Now, branded bundles is simply finding products that are selling heavily. They're selling a lot per month. And typically, the best way to start is through your own arbitrage products that you would have found in the prior method. And so you're finding these products, but you're adding your own unique branded item to that particular product. Now, if you're interested in checking out more on branded bundles, I do have videos about how to create your own listings and other things on my channel. And so go ahead and check that out if that is the method of selling that you'd like to get started with. The next step that typically most sellers take is looking into wholesale and actually buying direct either from a brand or from a distributor. Now, wholesale, one of the drawbacks with it is actually that you're going to have to buy typically a lot more units to be able to sell those on the Amazon platform because you're going and you're trying to get a discount in bulk from a distributor or a brand directly. But what's beautiful is if you've started with arbitrage and you've gone into some branded bundles and you're seeing what's selling heavily, you can use that knowledge from your own account and you can open up these wholesale accounts that allow you to then buy more in bulk so that then you can sell more products on Amazon with a higher profit margin. Now, what most people want to do once they get to the wholesale level, or even before this point, unfortunately, is they want to get to this 4th step, which is either private label or white label. Private label is actually creating your own unique product, where white label is typically referred to as you're taking someone else's product and they're allowing you to put your own brand on it as if it were your own formula, so to speak. So white label would be going to Icebreakers and saying, hey, I want to have my own gum brand. And so I'd put Jimmy's gum on here as a label, but they're manufacturing the formula. Or private label is typically saying, hey, I have my own gum formula that I need this manufacturer to make. And so it is your own proprietary formula from there. The reason that most people get started with private label or white label, or at least try to, is because that's what all the Amazon influencers on YouTube, or most of them anyway, love to talk about. It's the hot topic, so to speak. It's the one where people can sell their brands for millions of dollars and they get started on Amazon with $500 or $10,000 in most cases, and they try to turn it into millions millions of dollars of an exit later on down the road. There's also high profit margins with private label, but there is huge amounts of risk if you get into the private label space first. And the reason is because you don't understand the Amazon platform yet. You don't know what customers are buying. You don't know what listings should look like. You don't know if there's any type of statistics to back up that your sales velocity is going to match the minimum order quantity that you have to place. And so what a lot of new sellers will do if they're trying to get into Amazon is they'll take a private label course for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, maybe $1,000, and they find out that they have to create their own listings. They have to learn how to do advertisements, and they have to typically go to China to get a product manufactured for them at a cheap rate. But then there's freight to the US, and it's going to cost them $5,000, $10,000 to get this. And they've got all this money invested into one product that costs them $10,000 total, and then they sell 5 or 10 units, and they have a garage full of stuff that can never be sold, or at least won't be very easily. Which is why starting with Arbitrage is the best place to start, because you can learn what works on the platform first. You're able to then take that knowledge and turn it into branded bundles, which are almost like a test for private label, because you're adding your own unique spin to that particular product. You can turn that into wholesale, where you can start ordering on a much larger capacity. Sometimes those wholesalers have a private label or white label program where you can take those best sellers and you can add your own brand to it, and then it allows you to create those sellable brands that everybody talks about from a private label perspective. However, it is not without a large amount of risk. And so that's why I believe the best stair-step approach is Amazon, branded bundles, wholesale, and then private label if you elect to go that route and have your own brand. So if you're interested in getting started with selling on Amazon, you're brand new, you don't know really where to turn right now, I do recommend a free Facebook group. It's got over 70,000 members. I've been in it since 2015 and now kind of help lead it a little bit. And it's called the My Silent Team Facebook group. You can actually get to it if you go to my link at bit.ly/MST group. That link's below and in the description. Or if you're interested in just checking out more from me and subscribing to my email list, you can go to askjimmysmith.com. You can get a free Keepa training guide for anybody that's trying to learn arbitrage. It's a great resource, and so I hope that helps you. Now, leave some questions and comments down below. I do my best to respond to as many of them as I possibly can. Or do you have any other recommendations that people should be looking at for selling online or on Amazon? But without further ado, thank you for being here. I hope this video helps you and blesses you. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a blessed rest of your week.